Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in this video, I want to talk about Bitcoin and I want to give you guys an update on Bitcoin on where do I exactly see Bitcoin heading in at least the next few months, right? Where is Bitcoin going to be heading in the next few months? Are we going to see Bitcoin continue to pump up? Because we know Bitcoin has obviously been pumping up, okay? In January we saw it, pump up over 40%, right? Last month, nothing too crazy, okay? In February, today is in fact March, right? It's 1st March today. So what's going to happen this month? What's going to happen next month with Bitcoin? That's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. So guys, before we get into this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that. And on that, let's begin with this video. So yes, you guys can see Bitcoin, okay, was in fact pumping up, okay, just about 2 weeks ago now, right? The 15th of February, okay, we saw Bitcoin absolutely pumping up all the way to $25,000, okay, and it was in fact having this drop. It dropped all the way back down to pretty much $23,500, and it did in fact have a pump back up, right? And Bitcoin for a while, for a couple of days, was in fact between this support level and this resistance line, right? And just recently, a couple of days ago, we actually saw Bitcoin, right? We actually saw it drop below the support level, right? And that means it did in fact go even lower, all the way down to pretty much just lower, just below $23,000. But it did in fact have a jump back up, and you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin right now, just today, this actually just happened a few hours ago. Bitcoin is now bouncing back up on this support level. Okay, so right now, yes, Bitcoin is currently back at $23,900, close to 24K, which is great to see. Bitcoin's holding up really, really, really well. Okay, and like I told you guys, many times, if we do in fact see Bitcoin, right, and we go to the daily time frame here, if we do in fact see Bitcoin, okay, pump back up to $25,000, and if Bitcoin goes past this resistance line, right, we could actually see Bitcoin potentially, okay, go back up to $30,000. And the last time we seen Bitcoin at $30,000 was in fact back in May and June last year, right? So it's been quite some time, right, that we've seen Bitcoin at $30,000. And hey, if Bitcoin does potentially, pump back up to, $28,000 and $30,000 in a matter of, a couple weeks time, this will in fact be Bitcoin's new all-time high as of 2023 during the cycle, right? So that's going to be absolutely amazing to see. But, okay, there is in fact a but here. Bitcoin actually has the potential, okay, to go back down, right, to even $16,000, right? I'm being dead serious, guys, okay? So you guys have to understand, okay, Bitcoin's not always going to be shooting up, right? And if we go to the 1 year chart right here, we'll go to the weekly time frame here, you guys can clearly see, right, from Bitcoin's all-time high, which is all the way up here, okay, to where we are now, Bitcoin is still down a lot, obviously, right? We are still in a bear market. I think right now is still personally a perfect time to buy some Bitcoin. We are still in the accumulation stage, right? This is obviously the time to accumulate, right? To start accumulating. But Bitcoin actually has the potential to go back down to at least $16,000, maybe even lower than that, maybe even $14,000, maybe even $12,000, like what I was talking about a couple months ago, right? I've been telling you guys that maybe this year in 2023 we could actually see Bitcoin potentially go back down to at least $14,000 to $12,000, and right now I still think that still stands. I think $12,000 and $14,000 still stands. I still think that is potentially a possibility, a very low chance, honestly, right, with you guys, right? I'm going to be transparent here, right? But you guys have to understand, Bitcoin is still low, even though, yes, it looks like right now it is in fact breaking out from this falling wedge that, obviously we have in fact been seeing all of last year and, obviously in 2022, right? That was a really bad year for crypto, right? A lot of negative things happen around the crypto space. So that's why a lot of, altcoins dropped, including Bitcoin, of course. Okay, so there's different cycles. Okay, a bull market, and a bear market. And obviously, last year was in fact a bear market. This year's going to be the same. Okay, but next year everything's going to change. Okay, I think next year obviously the crypto bull market is going to happen because that's when the Bitcoin halving is going to happen. Once the halving happens, we're going to see Bitcoin absolutely pump. Same with other altcoins. But you guys can see, okay, Bitcoin looks like, yes, it is in fact breaking out from this falling wedge that Bitcoin has in fact been having. You guys can clearly see that, right? But Bitcoin actually has the potential here to actually go back down, okay, to at least $16,000, which was its low. Okay, that was in fact Bitcoin's previous lows. Okay, so that is still a possibility here, guys. Okay, you guys have to understand that, right? Bitcoin could actually go back down, all the way down, right, to, you know, $16,000. Okay, it could, right, all the way down here, right? It really could, guys. Okay, so I want to show you guys this chart, right? And this chart, I like it a lot. Okay, and you guys know how I always tell you guys that history does in fact repeat itself. I believe in that 100%. Okay, I really do, right? And this chart shows you guys, okay, that, you know, back in February of 2020, okay, the year 2020 in February, we saw Bitcoin having a drop. It was in fact, you know, consolidating, okay, for a fair bit here, right here, okay, for a couple weeks, and then it did in fact have a pump up, right? It pumped up, have a slight drop, and then it pumped up, and then you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin did in fact have a massive forward down, right? A pretty decent drop down, okay, and it slowly went back up, right? So you guys can see right now in February, okay, last month, just last month, it's March right now. You guys see Bitcoin did in fact have a drop, okay, and then we saw Bitcoin pretty much consolidating for quite some time, right, for a couple of months, okay, November to pretty much December, for about just over 2 months pretty much, right? Then after that, in January, okay, the beginning of 2023, okay, 2023, we saw Bitcoin absolutely pumping up like crazy. Okay, and February wasn't too bad, but not much movements in February, right? Then we saw Bitcoin drop, okay, and then in fact consolidate a little bit, and then it did in fact have a pump up. So what exactly happened in 2020 could actually happen in 2023. Like I said, history does in fact repeat itself. So this is in fact a possibility. But you guys understand, once we see Bitcoin have this drop back down to who knows where, potentially back down to, you know, $16,000, which was its previous lows, okay, it was literally just around here, okay, around this time right here, which was around 15.7, I want to say $15.6 thousand, so just under 16k. That was Bitcoin's bottom, you know, during the cycle right now. Okay, so, you know, we could actually see Bitcoin drop back down to $16,000, maybe even lower than that, right? Maybe, you know, to $14,000, to even $12,000. I think that's still a possibility to see Bitcoin at those price targets, right, in the next few weeks, and of course in the next few months, guys. You guys understand we are still in a bear market, okay? So when you know, the crypto bull market has not started, obviously, right? It has not started at all, right? Even though yes, Bitcoin has in fact been pumping, right? Great start of this year in 2023, but you guys understand that Bitcoin, okay, is nowhere near its previous all-time high. So, you know, Bitcoin is obviously still down heaps from its previous all-time highs. We are still in a bear market, guys. You guys have to understand that, right? So I think potentially, okay, what this chart is showing, what happened in 2020 in February, could actually happen this year in 2023. Potentially. We're going to see what happens, okay? But I'm just saying that there is, in fact, a 50-50 chance that this could actually happen for Bitcoin. Now, the Bitcoin monthly returns since February ended, guys, and now it's March, right? I want to give you guys an update on this Bitcoin monthly return. So like I said, we know the beginning of this year in 2023, in January, Bitcoin had a return of pretty much 40%, a great month, right? Obviously a great month for Bitcoin in January, and it's been quite some time, right? In January, usually it's not a great month. You guys can clearly see that, right? In 2022, right? Obviously last year was not a great month for Bitcoin. 2019, 18, 17, 16, and 15, all bad months, right? And you guys to see, okay, that obviously usually January is not a great month for Bitcoin, but that was a reverse for this year in 2023, right? It's been quite some time that we've seen Bitcoin had a 40% return, right? You guys can see in 2013 we had a 44% return. So exactly 10 years later, Bitcoin had, a 40% return just in January, which was great to see, right? Now moving on to February, you guys can see not much movements, 0.03%. So Bitcoin really didn't move that much in February, right? Now March, we know it's March right now, okay? Literally the first day. And you guys can see we have already had a percentage return of 2.6%. That's because Bitcoin is in fact pumping up, okay, right now. As I'm filming this video, you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin is in fact pumping up, okay. It is in fact pumping back up to obviously in between this resistance line and the support level, and that's obviously great to see. So yes, Bitcoin is in fact popping up today, and of course other altcoins, right? Other altcoins are in fact slightly pumping up, nothing too crazy at all though, okay. Everything's still holding up pretty well, but we are in fact seeing some altcoins slightly bouncing back up today, and that's obviously great to see, right, for the crypto market. So you guys can see usually March again is usually not a great month for Bitcoin. Usually, okay, for the past 2 years, yes, right, 2022 and 2021, Bitcoin was in fact having a green month, okay, especially in 2021. You guys can clearly see that, right? Look in 2013, 172% return, crazy, over 100% return back in 2013. So we're gonna see what happens this month, okay? We're gonna see what happens this month, but you guys can see that usually, okay, March, it's in between. We could have a great month for Bitcoin or not, right? Bitcoin could potentially have a pump or a dump, but usually March is not really a great month for Bitcoin. Okay, so we're gonna see what happens with Bitcoin in the next few weeks, obviously, okay, because it is in fact the 1st of March as I film this video. So we're gonna see, okay. So that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, right? And we're gonna see if Bitcoin will potentially go back down to its previous lows, which was $15,000, okay, just under 16K, and we're gonna see if it could actually go lower than that, right? We will see, okay, time will tell. But personally, do I think Bitcoin could go back down to this level right here? I do. I think Bitcoin could potentially go back down to about $15,000 to $16,000, and if it does reach this price level, okay, this price target back down here, we could see it go even lower. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love to know. But on that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. Let me know in the comments down below what are your personal thoughts right now with Bitcoin, okay? I'll love to know. And on that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I catch you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys.